Hey, I know it's your first time performing, but I absolutely believe in you, and I know that you'll do great. Okay, you're right. Break a leg. Okay. Thank you. Dax Flame has recently blown up all over the internet for many of his comedy videos. Many of those videos being on Instagram, where they seem to get millions of views. Now, Dax isn't just on the internet. He's also an actor that was in Project X and 21 Jump Street, apparently. Dax has been on YouTube for 17 years, and he's actually been a very popular creator even from the start. He used to do video diaries all the time, but now his content has kind of changed and just kind of whatever the hell he wants. Strangers decide who wins $70. I love how it's $70 that he's giving away. Like not $10, not $50, not even like $69. It's like the most just random amount of money. It's $70. When I looked in the video, the first comment that I saw was a guy that said like the exact same thing I just said, like word for word. Great minds think alike. Those great minds being me and that guy. I just learned this, but apparently Dax Flame is not his actual name. His actual name is Madison Petrello. So I'm going to continue to call him Dax, though, because that is easier to say than Madison Petrello. Many people believe that Dax Flame is playing a character. His whole thing is just one big character. And that is kind of easy to believe if you watch his content.
Ready for bed. Looks pretty comfy. Might lay down for a nap.
But if you look up if he's playing a character, there's no straightforward answer to this at all. There's people saying, yeah, he is for sure, but they don't have any reason to. They just think that he is. So I'm very undecisive on whether I think he's playing a character or he's just being himself. That was until I saw this comment at the bottom of a YouTube video about Dax Flame. That comment claims that this person knows Dax personally and that they are just simply being themselves. Now, this comment could simply be just the guy lying and making something up. But there's no one else saying anything about him being himself or playing character, and there's nothing against him being himself. So I'm going to believe this comment, and we have come to the decision that Dax Flame is simply being himself. And also, if he was playing a character, it would be pretty crazy if he could keep it up for over 17 years. Now that we've decided that Dax Flame is simply not playing a character and he's just himself, let's check out some of his hilarious comedy videos that are all over Instagram.
When Boba is calling, we answer. Or do we?
The thing with his videos is it always seems like he wants to say something more, but he just doesn't. He just stops the recording.
I could really go for some donuts. I could use some donuts right now.
It almost kind of looks like that he's being held at gunpoint in this video, like being forced to say that joke.
I could use some donuts right now.
Say the thing. Say the joke.
I could really go for some donuts.
Now, this joke actually flew over my head. It took me a while to get it, but I think I finally got it. And if you don't have it yet, I'm gonna tell you. So the car in the back, which you might not notice, a lot of people don't, is it's quickly going in circles, which are called donuts, because donuts are notoriously in like a circle shape, and donuts are also food that you
eat, like a dessert item. So the car is doing donuts in the parking lot, and Dax says I could go for some donuts, but he's actually referring to donuts, the food, and also the car at the same time. It's kind of like a neat little play on words that I just found out. It's a really clever joke. It's a really clever joke that Jack. It's a really clever.
It's a really good joke that he did. Okay, now this is a video of Dax doing stand-up comedy. So it's a little different.
You know how whenever a plane lands, like everyone starts to clap sometimes? That's so funny to me. I never go to the dentist because I just like, I'll feel a pain in my mouth and I'll just ignore it until it turns into a root canal. I'm a chronic procrastinator. I even delay hitting the snooze button. I'm like, okay, I'll snooze in 5 more minutes once the alarm goes off again. Just kidding.
These jokes are just hysterical. These are the best jokes of all time. I didn't know it was possible to just turn statements into hilarious stand-up comedy. Jax is a comedic genius. I love how Dax will be in the middle of a joke and then it'll just end and he'll start another joke.
You know how whenever a plane lands, like everyone starts to clap sometimes? That's so funny to me. I never go to the dentist.
Hello guys, welcome to my stand-up show. Here we go. So I was at a restaurant the other day and the waitress came up to me and she was like, what do you want to eat? So I said, I'll have a burger. Now I absolutely hate going to sleep sometimes. Like sometimes I'm just like I'm not tired to go to sleep sometimes. You guys know when a plane lands and everyone starts clapping?
That's so funny to me.
I could use some donuts right now.